we go. Welcome everybody to the first 2026 WMX pre-race press conference, and we're here at Echecony Raceway in Georgia. Now, with the WMX class, we only had 4 returning ladies from 2025, so we're going to do all 4 of them in one interview real quick here. So welcome back, Tegan, Shelby, Olivia, and India. But we're going to start with you, Tegan. You got the microphone, so you're up first, whether you like it or not. Last year, you finished 3rd in points in the WMX class. Now, I know we talked a lot last year with, you were on the podium quite a bit. So we talked a lot about what it was going to take to climb the ranks a little bit. And now, your 2 biggest competitors from 2025 are gone, but we've got some fresh blood here in the WMX class, and obviously they're going to be eager to show what they got. So what did you do this off season to prepare for this season and working at getting that WMX championship this year?
I rode when I can, whenever I wasn't hunting, because off season for us is you hunt all the time, and my whole family had a lot of tags, so I was hunting, and whenever I wasn't hunting or I wasn't riding, I was in the gym and doing school and everything like that.
Okay. So mostly just being outdoors is a big part of it. Did you get much riding in this off season at all?
We tried. I rode a lot, or quite a bit, in December and January, and then after that, we kind of started picking back up. I did hit a Works race in the off season, and so we got to do that, and I got some seat time doing that.
What round of Works did you try?
Glen Helen.
I mean, that's a pretty cool track to try out, I guess.
Yeah.
How was it?
It was fun until I decided to hit a boulder and go over the bars. But yeah, I pulled whole shot on them, which was surprising for me, and rode my race until I wrecked.
Okay. And obviously their class lineup is a little bit different in the Works series. What class did you race?
I raced women's.
Okay.
Women's pro.
Women's class?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you've already raced against one of the newcomers this year.
Yeah.
All right. And you rode the track here today. What did you think of Georgia this year? I know there was a decent amount of track changes, mostly in removing jumps, but what was your hot take on today's track?
I mean, it's fun, just the same as last year, just they added a crap ton of rollers. That's pretty much all this track is now, is just rollers, which is fine, but it's a lot faster than what it used to be.
Okay. Yeah, I suppose with a lot of the jumps being gone and a lot of rollers being added, you're taking out some of those obstacles that would usually slow you down. Do you feel like there's going to be, a different strategy coming in? Because you raced here last year, correct?
Yeah.
Is your strategy from last year to this year going to change a little bit?
Not really, no. Just have the same mindset.
Okay. And is there a section on the track that you really enjoy this year?
No.
No? Okay. How, obviously this track today is, Friday's usually going to get a little bit rougher than it will the rest of the weekend. Do you feel like it, the track really went away and got very rough today during practice?
The track got rough today, as it would usually on a Saturday, but tomorrow will probably be a lot more worse, especially with the pros going pretty much the whole time. It'll get a lot worse, but the track kept up with it today.
Okay, so you think this weekend the track's going to hold up pretty well?
Yeah.
Okay. And is there another class you're going to race this year as well?
450B?
You're going to do 450B? Okay. So 3 motos tomorrow, 1 moto on Sunday.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, hopefully you stay cool, and best of luck tomorrow, and maybe we'll talk to you tomorrow evening.
Hopefully.
All right. Shelby, we'll come on down to you. Now, I told you this before we started recording, but when it came to this off season, I saw a lot of content from a lot of the riders. However, you went very quiet to the point where I think few people were kind of wondering if you were going to make a return, even though you said last year you would. What did you do this off season?
So this off season, we kind of did some diet nutritional changes, a little bit different of a workout routine because I work night shift. So my workout's in the morning at 6, 7 a.m. Then I sleep all day. But I don't know. We haven't changed too much as far as the day-to-day goes. I did get a little bit of riding in, so I think that helped. Last year I kind of came into it totally blind. I don't remember riding at all last year before the first round, so hopefully we got all of the stiffness out of the way early on, because I'm a little bit older than these girls, and I'll be 28 in 2 weeks, so
Okay.
but a little bit of an age gap.
All right. So, I mean, after riding today, do you feel like you are ready? With a little bit of training. Obviously, you did training, but a little bit of riding stuff that you did. Do you feel prepared and ready to go for tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm definitely ready.
Okay.
I don't know if this will be the last full season I do, or if we decide heck with it, we'll just keep going. But we're gonna leave all the marbles out on the table this year.
All right. You'll cross that when you get there, apparently.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's kind of how it was last year too, correct?
Yeah, I didn't know if last year I was going to do it again or not, and then we said, heck with it, we're going to do another full season, so we'll see what time brings.
There you go. And you rode the track today, as we just said with Tegan. There's a good amount of track changes this year.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on the changes?
I like it. I think the uphill rollers kind of remind me of the rollers at Redbud that kind of go up the hill. So I've worked with something like that before. Now, a long section of rollers like that isn't something that we usually find at most tracks, like where I'm from. So it was definitely something to work on today, but I feel pretty confident with it.
All right. And, do you think there's going to be a specific strategy to come out on top tomorrow?
Balls to the wall, man.
Just keep it
Put
pinned.
it all out there.
Okay, all right. Well, fair enough. Is there anything else that you'd like to say before we move on?
I just want to thank everybody that supports WMX and the ATV community in general. Everybody that supported me in my time here. So it's everything that everybody puts in is definitely noticed, and I appreciate all of it. So thank you, everybody that pitches in to do all this stuff for us.
Yeah, perfect. Well, thank you, and best luck tomorrow, of course.
Thank you.
But Olivia, we'll come on down to you. Do we want to talk about our off season and how everything went for you this year?
Yeah, we can if that's something you want to do.
I mean, how is the condition of your body right now?
Right now, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm definitely not like 100% like where I want to be, but I've kind of like kept like going to the gym and just doing what I can without hurting myself. I think I've ridden 3 times since I've crashed, so.
And you just mentioned what happened, but let's go over your crash a little bit. What happened and what's the results of that?
So I went down to the Christmas week at Deckers, and I was riding, and I decided to hit the finish line, which is a triple, and I turned last second to try not to land on somebody, and I landed half on and half off, and I like shattered my pelvis.
And that's been a little while now, but you are still recovering from that, correct?
I did get the go-ahead to like ride and just kind of like keep working at being up to where I was before.
Okay.
Yeah.
And as you do ride, how do you feel? Like, do you have pain, or is there any lingering effects from it?
No, like I genuinely feel like I'm back to where I was before.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, essentially, you've had some time off. You rode a little bit this off season. You've had a little bit off time but you rode today at Echecani here. And how was it? What did you think of the track?
For being the first track back that I'm allowed to ride at and actually jump, it's nice not having massive jumps that are trying to kill you. So I'm grateful for that. But like with all the rollers and stuff, like training at Deckers, they had a whole roller section, which was nice to be able to have that and kind of work towards that being here. But I had no idea they had changed anything from seeing it when they did that ride day.
Okay. Well, yeah, because it seemed like a lot of, they had a ride day here back in January, I think it was. And it seems like they made a lot of changes since then to what we have right now. But I mean, I guess, yeah, if you seem to like the changes, because you can ease back into jumping. It's a lot of tabletops, not if you do land a little short, it's not going to affect you as much. But with everything and how you're feeling, what's going to make you come out on top tomorrow?
I think my endurance that I've kind of kept up with, like even with like laying around and just trying to recover, I've been on the bike 3 days a week and just like keeping up with all that, I think, is what's gonna definitely help me come out maybe top 5.
Okay. And you are one of the WMX mentors this weekend, right?
I am, yeah.
You and
Lily.
Lillian.
Yeah.
Your rider is not here right now.
No.
You were supposed to bring your rider with you.
Oh, okay.
So
My
we'll have to
bad.
do better next time.
Yeah.
But are you excited to be doing that this weekend?
I mean, I love this program. It's definitely like something I wish they did back when I was in the girls' class,
Mhm.
because I always looked up to the ladies that ran this class, and I think it's a great program to even just promote like the WMX class in itself and show little girls that they can do like eventually what we do.
Yeah. And like I know I've told most of you at some point, but yeah, the WMX youth program, it is a great thing.
Mhm.
What all of you do as a collective, it's really great. You know, even just the things that you have done during the autograph signings and things like that. So hopefully with this program, and obviously it's going to continue all season long. I mean, all of you are going to be a mentor at some point this year. But yeah, I mean, just hopefully it does something for these girls to push and continue on to be where you are
Yeah.
at some point.
Mhm.
So, but best of luck this weekend, and thanks for showing up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, India, we'll move on down to you though. Now, the last time we talked on camera was at Briarcliff, and you were just starting a recovery process
Not
at that
yet.
time. Oh yeah, you didn't even get to have surgery yet. So you pretty much spent this entire off season recovering from surgery,
Mm-hmm.
and Deckers was the first time you rode, correct? So 2 weeks ago was your first time back on the bike.
Mm-hmm.
How was that? How did that go for you?
I was really, really anxious about that because I'm not cleared yet. My quad is at 60% strength and it needs to be at 90 to be cleared. So I was really anxious about that, and I tried slowly with bumps, turns, jumping, and it felt okay. So that's why I'm here.
So similar to Olivia, with the track changes here at Etchiconee, a lot of the jumps, all the jumps are pretty much tabletops except for one.
Yep.
Most of them being tabletops, a lot of them being removed and being replaced with rollers. Do you feel a little bit more confidence in that with the fact that you are going against the rules
Mhm.
and riding even though you're not supposed to?
I'm not sure I'm feeling more confident. I liked the track last year, the rhythm section with the 3 tabletops they had. I like that, but now with my knee, I'm just not feeling good anywhere. So I'll need to find some speed and confidence back.
Okay.
Mostly confidence on
Yeah.
the track, yeah.
And obviously you rode today.
Mm-hmm.
How is your knee feeling after today?
It feels good, but I hurt my ankle too at Dicker,
Okay.
trying to protect the knee. So now I have 2 injuries that hurts a bit, but my knee just hurts all the time, 24/7,
Okay.
since the accident.
So essentially, you've got a pain that has not gone away.
Yeah.
In what, 6 months?
But it
or
feels
something like that?
better than in Quebec. In Quebec, it's really cold, so the pain is worse. I don't know why.
Mhm.
But with the warm weather, it feels way better. So
Okay.
there's that.
There's a plus, I guess, to
Yeah.
it. But tomorrow, and I know you've talked about this a lot last year too, was working on some of your ground speed.
Mhm.
You're not gonna have to worry about the jumps as much here.
Yeah.
Do you feel confident in some of that ground speed? Especially with the lack of riding that you've had over this off season.
Not riding 8 months is really hard with arm pumps and just my bike shape. But yeah, I don't know, cause the corner when you're standing with the bumps they had with my knee, I don't feel too confident on that. So yes, I have a knee brace that helps, but you never know what
Right.
can happen.
Some of that
so,
impact is
yeah.
still going to get through to
Yeah.
it no matter what.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, obviously, I think you learned after today and at Deckers, not to baby it too much.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're going to end up injuring something
Yeah.
else. But what is going to be that key for tomorrow to making things happen?
Having a good start could help. but there's good lines there, so you can make passes. So yeah, I'll just need to push and have more confidence in me and my knee.
Okay. Probably a start would help
Yeah.
too, I'm sure.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, of course, best luck tomorrow.
Thank
and
you.
We'll talk to you again here soon. So, but here's our returning 2025 WMX ladies, and let's meet some of these rookies this year. So.
I did not know.
I'm sweating so much.
You can come in any more order, doesn't matter. Where'd Lane go? Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess. Well, Lillian, you two will need to scooch over either way to get in camera. If she shows, you can stay there. If she shows up, she shows up. If not, but yeah, Hannah and Lillian scooch over, get in frame. Yeah, that'll work. You got the. Let's start. Would you like to start?
I don't care.
We gotta get through it either way. Grab that microphone. So first of all, 3 of our 4 rookie WMX ladies. Go ahead and introduce yourself first before I ask you questions.
I'm Gracie Lundry, and I'm 16 years old.
All right, and obviously, yes, it's your rookie season. Your first year eligible. You've raced here at the MX Nationals before, though, correct?
I raced one at Underground in Texas.
Okay, so just one round, and now you're coming back in. You're doing the whole season this year, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and is there another series that you are racing besides this?
I did Arena Cross before this had started.
Okay. Well, perfect, and welcome, obviously. How does it feel to be in the WMX ranks, first of all?
It feels good. I'm definitely proud of myself for being here.
And you should be. I mean, this is the pro women's class here at the ATVMX Nationals. So, you're among the prestigious ladies of this series. But we're here at Etchiconee. You've never ridden this track, correct?
Correct.
Have you seen videos of the track or anything like that before?
I saw a little bit of YouTube videos, but not much.
Something like the Rip It Up, like the ride and stuff like
Yeah.
that? Okay. So when you showed up, was it a little different than what you were expecting?
Yeah, it was a little different.
Okay. Once you got on the track, though, how was it then?
I liked it a lot.
Okay.
I found it very fun. And
That's good. That's good. And I mean, obviously, have you raced any of the ladies that you're going to race against this weekend?
I've raced
you-
Taken in I think it was an Oklahoma race,
Okay.
but not on a track like this.
Okay, so you're kind of familiar with how she rides and things
Yeah.
like that. How confident are you coming into tomorrow with your pro rookie debut?
I'm pretty confident. I think that I can hang in there a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I have confidence is going to be the first key to success, anyways. But riding the track, is there anything on that track that you really see is going to be an advantage for you tomorrow?
I like the tabletops, but
Okay.
other than that, it's pretty good.
Okay. So yeah, a lot of rollers, a lot of tabletops, and obviously it's pretty easy to get confident over tabletops. So, but yeah, I mean, with everything else, you're on a Yamaha, correct?
Yes.
All right. So production Yamaha, not a hybrid of some sort. And have you been on the 450 very long?
No, this is actually only my second race on it.
Okay.
so-
Okay. Are you feeling confident on it? Getting used to it pretty quick?
Yeah, I'm feeling more confident this race than I was my first race, but
Okay, well, perfect. Well, of course, best of luck tomorrow, and who knows, maybe we'll be talking to you tomorrow evening.
thank you.
So, but Hannah, we'll move on to you. And obviously, for both of you, you're familiar with this series. You've been around this for quite a while. I know I've talked to both of you last year, but we talked last year, your plans, even last year, was to move up to WMX, make your pro debut. Now you're here. How excited are you?
I'm pretty excited.
Okay. And you've spent a lot of off-season riding and training and preparing as well, correct?
I have. I've been down at Deckers with all my friends.
Okay. Pretty much the whole off-season?
Pretty much. I've went home for like 2 weeks in January and like 3 last month to get my quad ready.
Okay. So a lot of seat time.
Oh yeah.
All right. And a lot of seat time in the sand as well.
Oh yeah. I left the track rough this past week just to prepare for this.
Okay. And you did race at the Decker race.
I did.
And I guess, was it just a women's class or was it WMX class there?
It was WMX.
Okay. And did you race another class there as well?
I raced Open B.
Okay. How did you do there? at
I got
Deckers?
second in all 3 of the classes.
Okay, that's pretty good. Lane, you can come in here too. So then you rode the track today?
I did.
You rode here last year. Thoughts on the track changes?
My thoughts? I liked the track better last year. I feel like it's just too many rollers altogether.
Okay. Not a lot of jumps, a lot
Yeah.
of rollers. Now, obviously, coming in yesterday, even looking at it this morning, it was buttery smooth.
It
It
was.
looked like just one giant dragon's back, really. How did the track change throughout the day with it basically being all rollers?
It didn't get too rough. In some areas it was worse than others.
Okay.
They did pretty good at keeping up with maintenance, I feel.
Yeah. And I mean, we'll see what happens tomorrow as far as how often they maintain the track. You know, a lot of times they try to kind of just get through the day, so we'll see what happens there. But, you know, as far as you riding the track today, did you find any specific areas where you feel like your riding abilities will really shine?
I feel pretty good on most of the track.
Okay, so the whole thing is
Yeah.
in general?
Pretty
Okay.
much.
So you're feeling pretty confident coming in tomorrow?
I am.
All right. So podium tomorrow. We're gonna sit here tomorrow night.
Mhm.
All right. Well, we'll see what happens. But congratulations on moving up,
Thank you.
and good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
But Lillian, before we come down to you, we're gonna go back down the lane real quick, and then we'll end it off with you. So Lane, first of all, introduce yourself.
My name's Lane Fryer. I am from Arizona. I race the Work Series, and this is my first year in ATVMX.
All right. And you race multiple classes at Works, correct?
Yes, I race
Go
the
ahead.
I race the women's pro class and then also the men's pro class.
So the co-ed pro class and the women's pro class.
Yes.
And you are 2025 women's pro champion, correct?
Yes. Yep.
So coming over here, first of all, what made you decide to come across the country and try out our series?
So Max Lindquist was coming back to the Work Series, and I started talking with him, and he kind of gave me an offer I couldn't refuse to come out here, and I was like, well, I'll try it out. Yeah.
All right. And obviously, you're used to sand, being in Arizona and racing the Work Series. Now, obviously, you're used to longer race formats compared to what's going to happen tomorrow.
Yes.
So as far as your, I guess, conditioning for stamina and lasting in the moto should be pretty good.
Yeah.
As far as the track here at Chicani, how prepared were you for this?
Honestly, not like pretty prepared. The last Works race that we did was a sand track,
Okay.
and it got pretty rough, so kind of like same here.
Okay. Yeah, because you guys have ridden or raced in Arizona already.
Yes.
And I mean, obviously, there's a lot of sand in Arizona too.
Yeah.
So you're pretty confident in the sand, obviously.
Yep.
And going out there today, do you feel like the track really suited you coming in here?
Honestly, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're
No.
feeling pretty confident
Yeah.
tomorrow?
I felt pretty good.
All
I'm
right.
hoping at least top 5 is my
Okay.
goal.
Okay. All right. And I know we talked before this, but we'll talk again all season long, really. And you and I will talk again here soon and do an episode about you. So we'll look forward to that, of course.
Yeah.
But best of luck tomorrow.
Awesome.
And who knows, maybe we'll talk to you tomorrow evening.
I hope so.
All right.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yes. But Lillian, let's come on down to you. I'm sure a lot of people in this series are familiar with who you are, but go ahead and introduce yourself anyways.
I'm Lillian Plaza and I'm 16 years old.
And you are a multi-time champion, ATA MX
Yeah,
moto.
7.
7-time champion. And I know it seems like a lot of people have been, not to put any pressure on you, but a lot of people have been kind of waiting for this moment, waiting
Yeah.
for you to make your WMX debut. now we're here. How excited are you?
I'm excited, but I've raced all these girls pretty much, so
Yeah.
it's like normal lining up on the gate next to them.
They're just, now you are at the premier class. You're not, there's not that next year I get to do this, next year I do that. Like,
Yeah.
here we are, and we're battling for the pro championship.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, and you're racing a second class this year as well?
Yeah.
Which one are you racing?
Women's 15 plus and maybe a B class.
So 3 classes.
Yeah,
Possibly 3 classes.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you doing all 3 classes this weekend?
possibly.
Okay, you haven't decided yet.
Yeah.
Okay. But you've been on the 450 for a little while now, correct?
Yeah.
And you're still in a hybrid?
Yeah.
Okay. You rode out here today, and obviously the WMX class has always been kind of dominated by hybrids for the most part. Now we're kind of getting a little bit more of the Yamahas
Yeah.
rolling in here. How do you feel? Are you still confident on the hybrid over
Yeah.
the Yamaha? Because
Yeah.
you've been on that TRX chassis for years.
Yeah.
So I mean, you pretty much have that thing down at this point.
Yeah.
And you rode it here today. A lot of the jumps are gone, replaced with rollers. How do you feel about it?
I wish it was more technical,
Okay.
more jumps to separate people, but it's fine.
Yeah.
We all have to ride the same track.
That is
so.
true. That is true. And I mean, obviously, being sand, who knows how it turns out tomorrow. I mean, this track here normally keeps its shape pretty decent, but it might get pretty rough tomorrow.
I hope it does.
And then, so I mean, you're feeling confident coming in tomorrow, and then obviously we're gonna go to Ironman. Are you more excited for that?
Yeah, there's more jumps on it.
Correct. So you think you found a little strategy out there to maybe get out on top tomorrow?
Yeah, just ride my race and
There you go.
we'll
There you
see
go.
what happens.
Yeah. Because how much riding did you do this off season?
Like 6 weeks total.
Okay.
So.
But you do a lot of working out, correct?
Yeah.
Actually, like off bike conditioning.
Yeah.
So at least it's not like you're sitting on the couch all off
No.
season. You were preparing for this.
Yeah.
And you're ready.
Yep.
Okay. Well, like I said, I'm excited for all 4 of you to be here and be in this class now. Like I said, I know you two have been working your way up for this for a while, and it's very exciting to have some fresh people in here and making the moves on, becoming the next pro women's champion at ATV Motocross. So, but best of luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
And good luck to everybody. Well, I'll get some clips tomorrow, and the Four Wheel Frenzy social medias will have some little clips put together of the WMX class this weekend. But thank you everybody for tuning into this pre-race press conference with the WMX class. And tomorrow evening we will talk to the 3 podium ladies. So thank you again.